I'm Angelica Keene, and I work with the University of Florida IFAS Extension Office, and I am the Mental Health First Aid Educator. If you're not familiar, Mental Health First Aid is a program that is similar to CPR and first aid. It teaches you how to handle mental health situations, what to say, how to recognize signs and symptoms, and how to support those that are struggling with a mental health concern or challenge. We have with us Juanita, and she is going to introduce herself and tell us a little bit about her experience with mental health first aid.
Hi, I'm Juanita Jackson. I work for Brevard County Housing and Human Services.
Perfect. So why do you think it's important that people participate in mental health first aid?
As a director of Brevard County Housing and Human Services, I felt like it was important for my entire team to get this mental health awareness training. Our department has the privilege of serving the low income of Brevard. And so the citizens, the clients that my team encounter are people who are in a crisis.
Yes.
They're not coming to see us because they're having their best day. They're coming to see us because most likely they're having a hard day. They're coming to see us because they're not able to provide for their family. Their electricity is turned off. They're concerned about paying their rent or mortgage, or actually they may have an eviction notice or have 3 days and to find a place to live for them or their children. And so my team, they're encountering people on their worst day. So I felt like it was good for them to learn how to recognize the signs that someone is having a mental health crisis. And then once you recognize it, what do I do with that?
Yeah.
And so this training, the first team came through and they came back and they told me about it. Everyone was excited about the training and they felt like it was an immediate impact for them and how they're serving the clients. And not only in how they serve the clients, but with their own mental health.
Right.
Because you're having to hear that all day long. You're taking in the stories. You know, we have veteran services up under our department too.
Yeah.
And so all of our veteran service officers, they came and they took the training. And with them, they're talking to veterans who they empathize. They've experienced the same thing. They have been hurt. They've dealt with others who have been hurt or what you've seen. And so they said it was just really important for them, not only in serving the veterans, but in recognizing their own mental health, recognizing when to take a breath, having that conversation with each other. After that first team came back and everyone said it was great, I was sold and just pushed for the entire department to take the training, myself included. I took the training too. And it has just been a very impactful to the department and also as we serve the clients and each other.
Right. How has it specifically impacted your department since you participated as well as the supervisor?
Yes, so it's impacted my department, just like the training teaches us how to recognize the signs. And so it's impacted the department. I had a team member, and how many times have you walk by someone in the morning and you say, "Good morning, how are you?"
Yes.
And they say, "I'm fine," and we just keep going. Or I had developed the habit of, "Good morning, how are you?" and just keep moving.
Yep.
And because I'm running to a meeting or the county manager has called me, a commissioner has called me.
Absolutely.
And so I know to pause and listen to people, but sometimes we need that reminder. And I notice not only for myself, but also the other team members, we pause and say, "How are you?" and look at each other in the eyes. So this particular day, with this team member, we were actually in the restroom and washing our hands, and she just looked like she wasn't having a good day. And I said, "Hi, how are you doing today?" And she's like, "Oh, and I said, "Tell me about it."
Right.
And we paused, and she told me about a particular client, and just it was a rough one, and just the concerns, and she would have to go back and see that client again. It wasn't a pleasant encounter.
Right.
And so we talked about it. I listened to her and I let her know if she needed some further support that either myself or someone else could sit in with her as we talk with this client, that she didn't have to do it on her own. And she just said, I appreciate that, you know. And then later she came back and said, I appreciate you taking the time to see me that day.
Yeah.
And so that's how it's impacted my department, not only for me in supporting my team members. I see them supporting each other because we know the language.
Right.
And so now it's like I'm having a tell me what's going on.
Right.
You know, or I'm a little anxious today.
Mm-hmm.
And we feel okay to say that. It's
Right.
taken away the stigma of it's not okay to not be okay. No, it is okay to not be okay sometimes. And it's taken away that stigma, which has allowed us to talk freely about it.
Which is super empowering and amazing, because that's one of the major issues with mental health is the stigma around it.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think it's impacted you personally, even with just kind of being more aware of your own mental health?
In the past, I believe we felt like, especially as leaders, we're supposed to have it together all the time.
It's not true. It's not true.
We're there for everyone else, but we just have to have it together all the time. We always have to have the answer. We always have to have a smile on our face, and we always have to be pleasant. And that's not, we're human.
Yeah, you are.
Everyone is human. So it's impacted me personally because it has allowed me to say to my team members at times, today's a hard day.
Right.
And they're really, today's a hard day, you know, and I'll get through it, but I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
Right. Yes.
So it's impacted me personally to know that it's okay, even as the leader of the department and as I feel that responsibility, that I'm human. And because I know my team has had this training, I don't feel judgment from them if I say today is a hard day.
Right. Because you guys have all had the opportunity to have the same training, the same language, and learn that it's okay to not be okay, and normalize that. Mental health is something that everybody works at, no matter whether we're the expert, the educator, the leader, the participant, the client. It's something we all have to take care of.
Absolutely. And I think they appreciate just the realness from me being willing to share with them, but it's also setting the example that it's okay. We're normalizing that it's okay not to be okay and how to move forward with it, which is very empowering in many ways. It is. And through the department and the county, we have, you know, the employee assistance program. And so after that training, I went to HR, got the EAP cards, and I keep a little stack in my office. So if someone's come in and they chatted with me, or if one of the other managers say, hey, I talked to this team member and this, I give them the cards to just hand to them to encourage them that there's help, because sometimes we need more help than just a conversation. We need to talk to someone that has the training, just like the training teaches us that you're not there to solve the problem. You're there to listen and be empathetic and to assess that maybe you should talk to someone else with the training and certification to get you further the assistance. And so we have the EAP cards that we readily, hand out to make sure the employees have the information at hand.
Yeah, that's amazing. Not only did you learn the training, but you're actually actively participating, that encouraging that professional help in a way that seems supportive all the way around. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the training.
Yes, you're welcome. Anytime. I'm happy. Is there something you wish that people understood about mental health?
The biggest thing I think people should understand about mental health is that life happens to everyone. And we just try to get through life the best that we can. And so we have this unrealistic expectation that we have to always have the answer. We have to always have it together. We're moms, we're wives, we're friends. We have a lot coming at us and a lot of responsibility, which wears on us. And instead of thinking you need to have the capacity or have the plate, it's okay to say, my plate is full. But once you allow the space to do that, you allow people who care for you to then assist the same way you assist them, and it's okay.
Right. And by having this training, did it kind of help reinforce that education or opportunity, because now you had a similar language to speak?
Absolutely. Having a similar language makes it okay to share, Also, at work, you kind of have a tendency to put up more walls.
Yes.
So you don't think it's a space where you can share. And this training lowered that wall so that we realize it is a safe space to share that I'm not having a good day. My team knows it's a safe space to come in, not only with the work problem, but with just, I have this going on today.
Right.
Having the same language, it reduces that wall, it lowers it, and making it a space where it's okay to have the conversation.
Right, which is amazing. That's the whole purpose of the training, and so I am so glad that it is having such positive impact on not just your team, but out in the community too, because I'm sure for the client's perspective, it's got to be a relief because they come to you, like you said, at their worst, and to have that space of not being judged but being understood must be really supportive for both them and the clients that they're serving, for sure.
Absolutely, because my department serves the community. Those are our customers, is the community, and we're encountering them daily. You know, easily 20 different clients a day throughout the department, 20 to 25 clients. So that is having a community impact on Brevard County.
Well, thank you, Juanita. I appreciate you being here.
You are welcome. It's my pleasure.